7863. I'm quite convinced that the attendant sold me the wrong car wash. Oh well, I'm a little bit pressed for time this morning. It's the end of the Monday night, so it's like Tuesday morning. I might turn some light on in here so you can see me a little better. Or how about this one? I haven't used that one in a while. I'll use that one now. Well, it started out slow in that the first 7 calls I got, 4 of them were no-shows. So I wasted my time either going there and finding that there was no one who wanted a cab, or I was 2 blocks away from the place and I got a cancellation. So wasted my time, lost my position in zone, and so on and so on and so on. Make sure those windows are closed. What else happened? Well, then it went okay until about midnight, and then it slowed down, and I ended up falling asleep about 3 times while watching videos. That means you know you're tired. And then I woke up at 6 o'clock, got a call at 6 o'clock, and woke up to it, and got canceled after I drove a block. And then I figured, okay, it's time to go feed the rabbits. Cindy's on vacation this week, and so I was entrusted to feed her rabbits in the morning. Someone else is feeding the rabbits in the afternoon or evening. So I went there and I gave them each a cherry, and I gave them some kale and some parsley or cilantro. I don't know which. They're both look the same to me. And I gave them each, did I say cherry? Yeah, I gave them some cherries. And I also gave them, 3-color foam. Look, there's a taxi, not a Lincoln. Crying out loud. Okay, so anyways, and I gave them a carrot, or half a carrot. So, and I also opened up their playpen area. So the rabbits, this thing is invasive. So the rabbits got something to eat, and they got some room to run around. So they won't get all squirrely, they'll just run around and enjoy it. And so now I got a backfit appointment in exactly half an hour. I can probably make it. I'll at least try. I should turn this thing on. Turn the fan up a little bit so that windshields get cleaned up. Ooh, the windows are all fogged up, see? Alright, well, I got my backfit appointment to get to, and I fed the rabbits, and I worked the night. I made a little under $100 for myself, so that was a bit disappointing. Aside from that, well, things are going alright. I know I did too much driving for the amount of money I made. Just filled up the tank, and here we go. Get dried off. I'll talk to you tomorrow or tonight or something. It's just after midnight. The night started really well. I had a couple of $20 fares back to back. Then it slowed down. And it slowed down to the point where I was getting one an hour. Now it looks like one in an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It is a really slow Tuesday. At this point, I've got my lease and fuel on, but no profit. I got 6 hours to go. Hopefully in those next 6 hours, things will pick up. As it is now the morning of Welfare Wednesday, people will be getting their checks deposited to the bank, and hopefully they will be taking taxis soon. But I'm sitting here watching movies going, there's no business. Usually I'm happy to sit here and wait, but it's getting to be too much. I started at 6:30-ish, and I've got a grand total of 6 trips on. 6 trips. Good thing the first 2 were really good. In the $20 range. So yeah, got my lease and fuel. Got 6 trips on. It's just after midnight. I'll let you know at the end of the night how it went. That is, if I still have any battery power left, because I'm using my phone to watch videos. I'll probably use up the battery. So don't be too surprised if I tell you about the rest of the night at the beginning of the next shift, or from at home while drinking whiskey. I'm feeding Cindy's rabbits because she's away on vacation. So I gave them some carrot and some kale and some cilantro or parsley, whatever that is. And so they're really happy bunnies. They're eating healthy and good, and I'm helping to take care of them. It's Wednesday morning. It's about 6:45. I finished work and I came over here to give these two something to eat. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I can't get over how cute they are still after all this time. Anyways, I'm gonna go and fuel up the cab because I still have it, and I'm gonna park it and then go do my exercises at BackFit. I hurt my back a little bit last weekend from doing the floor. I was bent over on all fours for a while, and that hurt my back, so I'm a little sore, but hopefully a long walk and some exercise will help it. It's feeling better than it did yesterday, so that's a relief, but I'm still a little stiff and sore. Aside from that, the night ended up, not quite so bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh yeah, here in the cab I've got the fans on. Oh, there's a wild one. See? Oh, you missed it. There's a wild rabbit. A wild one went running by. I always like to see wild ones too. Anyway, I had the fan on in here to dry out the mats. I had to dry out the mats because I washed them. I washed the whole car. I washed everything. So now back to fuel it and to walk to BackFit. And I'll get back to you sooner. It's 4:56 a.m. That's the end of the Wednesday night. it's been a successful night, even though I have gone to sleep like 4 or 5 times. The average trip was a lot longer than the average trip usually is. How many have I had? Let's see. We have a count here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 trips. Only 14 trips. And my gross is around 250. That's really good. Wednesday night. These guys all sitting here at the Empress Hotel. They're just waiting for something to happen. And, well, my thing has already happened. I've got like 1 hour to go. Or so. And once that hour is done, I can just park the car. Well, naturally I'll wash it first and fuel it up and then park it. I'll probably use it again to go feed the rabbits. Use it to go out to Cindy's instead of having to go home and then firing up my own car. This way, when I go home, I just go home. That's the end of that. We're going down Wharf Street here. This is like the... Whoa, somebody just waved at me. Oh no. Just getting into the other car. There was a cab behind me. Oh well, too bad. What are the chances? There was another cab following right behind me. And I didn't see somebody off to the side who was in the shadows and dressed in black and then started waving at me, like jumping out and waving at me just as I was passing by. No, too late. Let the other car get it. I'll get another call or I won't. I don't care. It doesn't matter. And seeing as she was sitting on the other side of the road, she was going the short distance into James Bay. So it's probably a $5 ride or less. Or, well, not much more than $5 anyway. So yeah, there's looking up Johnson Street right there. The bridge is over there. Yeah, once again, I'll say it was a good night. Well, look how it ended. I went back to my customary spot, and I waited and waited and waited, and at just after 5:30, I thought, that's the end. That's the very end. There's the GFS food truck, and there's the taxis waiting to take people back to town. They might wait a while for the next plane to come in, because planes don't usually come in quite that early. And yeah, I had fallen asleep again watching video, and then I thought, okay, let's go to the car wash. And I drove 2 blocks from where I was anchored, and I got sent to pick up this sailor who's going back east. So came to the airport for $50. So yeah, we ended up having a $300 Wednesday night, which is nothing to complain about at all. Not at all. And look at that. Well, it's 6:08 right now, and it's the sun should be coming up any moment now. We've got it just over the horizon there. And well, I'll talk to you during the next shift sometime. It's now almost 2 in the morning. Time to test my blood for sugar. And I just had a woman in the car who is dying of cirrhosis of the liver. And as we were taking her home, she wanted to go through McDonald's to get a quarter pounder with cheese, and she ordered her quarter pounder with cheese, and it was like $5.45, and she said, $5.45 for a cheeseburger? And I said, well, yeah. And she said, anyway, I said I couldn't do that because I'm diabetic, and that McDonald's stuff would go straight to blood sugar, which I'm, trying to control. And then she told me about how she had cirrhosis of the liver and how she's dying, and she's got stage 4, and that the doctor never told her that she was sick, and now she's sick all the time, and she feels pukey, and she just felt pukey when we pulled away from McDonald's. And so I got her home, and she feels really cheated. And I said, well, yeah, I thought it was the end when I was diagnosed with diabetes. I can't imagine how you feel right now. And she says, there's just so many things I want to do, and I can't do them. I want to travel to Cuba, but I can't go to Cuba because I could get sick when I'm there, and that wouldn't work out very well. So I can't travel, she says. She's just on borrowed time. Anyway, it was sad to hear about all that. I'll talk to you at the end of the shift. Well, we find ourselves out at the airport again. It's just a few minutes after 4 in the morning. And I guess it turned out to be reasonably successful for a Thursday night. It could have been better, I suppose. It's not over yet, though. I still got another couple hours to go. It's going to take me 20 minutes to drive back into town, and I'll probably stop on the way and feed Cindy's rabbits. It might be a little early for them, but hey, they'll get their food. They'll get something to eat. And it's convenient for me because she lives on this end of town, and then I gotta go into town, and then I gotta clean up the car. This time I can wash the car completely because at least I don't have the I don't have the time constraint like I did last time. Last time it was a late airport trip. It was a 5:45 time call. This was a 3:30 time call, but the guy was only ready at 3:40. So who knows? Anyways, yeah, so far the week's been okay. I've done reasonably well. And I'll talk to you sooner. 3:14 a.m. So just after 3. And the night was going really well until about 1 o'clock. And then since 1 o'clock, I've been getting all manner of bullshit you can imagine. I'm getting calls like, to pick up people, and they're just sketchy and weird and drunk or stoned out of their minds. And this last one was a real winner. I just went to get this girl at a hotel, and I got to the lobby and I called the phone number, and he says, her name is Karen. She's right outside. Okay, I said, so at the lobby? He says, yeah, you should see her right out there. So I'm waiting at the lobby. I don't see anybody coming in. I don't see anybody. And then I thought, well, maybe she's around back. And then I saw a security guy drive up behind me, and then I saw another cab drive up behind me. So I went around the back of the hotel, and there she was with some guy. And she got in the cab and said, take me away from here right now. And she says, I gotta go to Kisber, but I want to go to McDonald's. So I got her to the McDonald's near Kisber, and they were shut down for switching over to breakfast. I had never heard of McDonald's switching over to breakfast at 3 in the morning. Usually you can get food until about 5. Well, maybe 4:30, but still. 3 in the morning? That's bullshit. So she said, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Take me to Kisber. I said, okay, fine. Do you have an address? No, but I'll recognize it when I see it. You know Kisber? You know where Kisber is? I said, yeah, I know where Kisber is. And she said, and you go up this hill and you should turn right. No, Kisber is to the left. No, you should turn right. No, Kisber is to the left. I'll just take you to Kisber, okay? Then you show me which house it is. And I took her to Kisber, and I said, okay, this is Kisber right here. We are on Kisber. And I said, you will recognize the house? She said, yeah. I said, okay, is it back that way or is it straight ahead? And she says, I don't know. Anyway, she was a real stone cadet. So she paid me. Uh-oh. Well, I'll let you know at the end how it went, okay? Well, here it is Saturday morning, and I'm feeding rabbits again. There they are, just chawing down on kale. And tonight, sort of, business trickled in after that last segment I talked to you about. There was a few calls here and there. People weren't quite so nutty anymore. It seems that with that young woman who sort of had no idea where she was or where she was going and complained about McDonald's. After her things got better, people were more easy to take. Not that there were that many of them after 3 o'clock. It was pretty quiet. Well, I hope yours is better than mine. But you know that these bunnies have it better than everyone else. Look at that. They're just chawing down on that. Eh? Baby.